It's been, I thought I'd just come in and check in with you. I'm out in the garden and I am planting quickie hairstyle, if you can call it that, leftover curls from before, pipe cleaners, and I've also tried some of the, what do you call those things? It's like a covered pipe cleaner. I think they call them flexi rods, not flexi rods. It doesn't have rubber on it, but it's like a tube and you roll it and you leave it. So they will fall. That's okay. Because we're not worried about hair over here, right? So, a little quick tip, if you leave the ends out or if you get them wet, the curls will fall quicker. So there's no oil or anything like that. This is my quickie do hair. We've been out at the, oh my gosh. I went and danced my bazookas off with some African dance, so Africa and Africa Day here where I'm at a couple days ago. Let me just tie my hair back. So now I got enough hair to tie two pieces back. So Africa Day, and then, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. Africa Day. Oh, and then the Agricultural Expo. Love that. I love the Agriculture Expo. I made some really, really good connections. I got a lot of great information for my garden, and also, as if my schedule wasn't full enough already, some connects with some more internships. I'm a forever learner. So that's what we're gonna chit chat about today, and just cool out and reconnect. Garden manicure is in effect. I'm usually in the garden after I work out 4:30 in the morning. Deep breathing, relaxation, which has been feeling really, really good. 5 a.m. Harriet squats, and I have invited folks to join me for the month of May, so that was open to folks. We are moving forward, and lunchtime, May was nutrition, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 p.m. is core and yoga flow. So that's what May has been looking like. So it's been really busy. In between that, going to the expo, I went 2 days. We got some new dwarf mango trees. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Body-Culinary, professional chef, personal trainer, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. And I'm a lover of a natural lifestyle, or as close as we can get to it in these times that we're living in. And on this channel, I love to share some of my journey of radical self-acceptance, really appreciating and celebrating the unique features, the DNA markers that I have been divinely assigned while here on the earth. You know, this is what I have. Very thin, it's very fine, and I'm just working what I got. So that I have about 31 locks all flat, and that's what we're rocking with over here. Also, what I love to share on this channel is motivation and inspiration to get into action around several lifestyle practices that are really leverage lifestyle activities that can give you back so much. It gives you back so much for your investment of your time and your attention and your energy, especially here on the internet. And those 3 lifestyle practices are peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, your brain, your arteries, your liver, your colon, your energy level, your longevity. Cultivating and reactivating a personal movement practice, as well as today, garden therapy. So today I'm using some cells. So I'm calling these cells, these plastic cells. This is a lot of times what you can find in Kmart in the gardening section, Home Depot, and the gardening store. So I've used these several times. I don't know that I'm going to invest in these anymore because I don't feel like I get the greatest bang for my buck. I eat so much coconut because coconut is one of my meats, carbonated cocoa. That's my meat. I used to have a Jerry curl gold tooth and eat all the junk food, so I don't feel no kind of way. So I just think I get more bang for my buck. These last indefinitely. I can use these for so many different purposes. But I am going to be using these today, and I've been experimenting. I got some great tips this year, and I've gone numerous times, but I always learn something different when I go to the expo. So I've been really looking at the planting mediums, and I can distinguish more the texture and the feel of the dirt for seedlings or for things that I just want to start growing. I'm looking at the root system, how deeply it can root, so the plant is nice and healthy and stable when it goes from a seedling here until the time I'm ready to plant it into the ground. So these, I find, they break up. Also, different types of plastic, even certain plastic pots where I'm at is really, really hot, so the sun can degrade the plastic, so the plastic will break. So I'm not in the mood to purchase these anymore. So I'm always experimenting with growing things in all kinds of recyclable containers, things that would normally go in the garbage or the landfill. So I'm keeping track of my different lettuces. I've recycled some old bleach bottles. These are great to hold different seeds. I've got all kinds of seeds here. When I have heirloom seeds, I make an effort to save those. So these are really nice organic. Not all the seeds bust, even when they're organic, but usually if you spend money on better quality seeds, I get a much better result. So I got a lot of seeds saved, and it's a good idea. I have some envelopes to separate the seeds. But I'm also looking through here to see if I can find some more of these tomato seeds I had put aside. If I can find a good amount of them. So at least I can get one row of tomatoes here. Because you can do all of this work and it can all go down the drain very easily. So the garden is a fantastic vision board, like a manifestation tool, right? We can watch things come to life based on the attention and the care that you give them. So here, I'm finding some of the tomato seeds. These are from tomatoes that I ate, some heirloom tomatoes. I've saved the seeds. After a while, your eye become more keen to what the different seeds look like. So that's where I find things like this that are white can be beneficial so that you can see, especially when you have a lot of dirt and different seeds. So you can start to distinguish the shape of different seeds. This is a corn seed. This looks a little dried out. That's the organic corn. So see, little things like this people might throw in the garbage. I'm not going to throw that in the garbage because those seeds are expensive. Seeds can be expensive. And ideally you want to hold them or preserve them in such a way that they're not affected by moisture. So have you all started planting? Let me know. Have you started planting anything yet in your garden? And if not, why not? You're missing out on so much relaxation. And a lot of times I find myself like I just want to turn the screen off because so much is coming at you subconsciously on these screens. So it looks like I might have 10 seeds. These are so tiny. They're such tiny tomato seeds, but these tomatoes are absolutely delicious. So I have a policy. I have several policies around here. You eat it, plant it. Plant it, and at least if nothing else, you're going to learn something from you planting. I need a magic marker because we want to make sure that we're marking the seeds. What happened to me, marker? Here we go. So all of these little recycled containers. No, I'm going to drop the seeds. See, I'm glad I'm going to tip this over. And I use all kinds of things. Definitely got to have you some Sharpie markers. These are hot items. The cheap ones from 99-cent store, I find that the rain washes them away easily or they just run out of ink quick. And I use all different types of, hey Dora, you got so therapeutic. I'm going little watermelon, melon, and cantaloupe. Dora, your spinach is beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing the pictures of your spinach. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're so inspirational when everyone is sharing in the Flower Fit the pictures of your food and your garden and so on. I was really impressed. And everyone and the other part in the coaching, shout out to everyone that's been sharing their different workouts. Those that are getting up early for Harriet Squats workout, as well as sharing their results of how much, learning how much fuel you're burning, learning how to exercise and move efficiently to keep yourself safe and also to be effective. So that you can know that you're working hard enough and safe enough to elicit the types of changes that you want to see in your body temple. Alright, so let's make a little marker for these tomatoes. Here, we're going to mark so I know that these are tomatoes that from my little seeds that I saved. So recycled bleach bottles here. So I'm going to label the date that I'm putting in them in there. I'm going to put the type of tomato. I know it's an heirloom. And I'm going to put tomatoes with my name on it because these are my harvests. So as much as I can, I want to put the temperature, as much information as I can about the fruit or vegetable on something that's not going to get washed away because we might be experiencing a bit of a little hurricane here. So I'm going to mark where I'm going to put that. Right there. And this is always I find this is so therapeutic and relaxing, especially when you're doing it with other people. So I've got all of my little homemade tools that I like to use for planting. So I'm going to plant these tomatoes. See here. I think I should have at least 10 plants. Right? So it's a good idea to start saving your seeds. If nothing else, that's going to make you real curious and have you dial into what's going on with your food. Right? How are they messing with the food? Are they tampering with the food? So I got 3 trays for my feet down on the bottom that I planted earlier this morning. So I'm going to take advantage of it being a little cloudy to get some stuff in the ground. And see, sometimes when I'm saving seeds, they get stuck together. And before I thought they weren't germinating, and right when I would have given up, they sprouted. And I actually got some really healthy tomato plants from seeds that I actually said, uh-oh, am I putting them in the right spot? See? Look at that. I know there's a reason why I have all these tools marked here, because I could have just put them in the wrong spot just now. So I'm going to mark where I'm putting these at. And just taking time with these little details. All these little things make a big difference. They save you a lot of time. If you do things rushed and sloppy, you're more likely to lose some plants. And you want some more tomato. I want to eat my tomato plant. I just like I like knowing what's in my food or where it came from. Actually, it feels good to know that I didn't put anything extra into the dirt. It's just the plant. Just the plant. Just the seed. So this is like watching little babies being born. Plus, there's something about knowing that you did that. Look like there can be 2 seeds together. So do feel free to share your pics in the Flower Fit community. Right? Well, we're up to things. Getting into action around the things that we say we value that are important. Especially when it comes to the 401k of our body. Right? Because what do you need this body to do for you the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years? And my sister's over there planting her stuff. So it's always nice if you have other people planting as well. And sometimes you'll find little rocks. I would actually consider this a form of meditation and deep relaxation. So one of these trays can fit I think it can fit 200 seedlings. So you want to make sure you mark everything, where you're putting what. Sometimes you forget. There's a lot of little errors that we can make, right? That can kill all of that work. And so I'll give you a little tip. Y'all mind? Should I share a little tip? Y'all interested? These little things, because sometimes as if you're just starting out, and I'm still I'm learning. I'm a forever student. But little things, when you don't see your stuff grow, you can get discouraged, and people say, "Oh, screw it, I'm not going to do it." But when you're a little tip, when you're watering your seeds, it might be a good idea to use, if you're a sprayer, if you don't have money for a sprayer, no problem. You can take a water bottle, like one of those 1 liter bottles that has the pull-up squish top. You can squeeze the water out, and you can only open up just a little smidgen and squeeze the water on, because you don't want the seeds moving all around, the new light seeds, and you want them to stay underneath. These are so tiny. You want them to stay in the soil. So it's like the soil to me is like, it's like putting the seeds into a little womb. Uh-oh. Let's see how many seeds I got. versus we fall into each other. Okay, so I know that this row, here, I have 3 rows of some Summer Crisp organic lettuce, and then I can put this down there. I have a row of tomatoes. So let's see if I have enough seeds for some more tomatoes. I got a little bit more tomatoes. I think we're gonna go for another row. I like to mark it. These seeds are so tiny. I'm ready to roller skate, y'all. What you do, what you do, I think we have to have a garden party. You bring your containers, bring whatever seeds you have. They can be from things that you've eaten, right? Your peppers, your okra, your cucumbers. Y'all let me know in the comments if you're interested in coming to a garden party. You can chit and chat. Nice positive chit chat. Focused around activities, right? Getting into action around the things that we say are important to us. Plus, you can have fun while you're doing it. That's always a big plus. My tomato seeds, these are so tiny. It's amazing that a whole plant and more plants can come from one little teeny tiny seed. I think that's amazing. This is like going to church. This is fun. This is fun church. So fun. Is that a seed? Is that a viable seed? Am I out of seeds? Come on, just a little bit more. You got 200. You might need 200 cells or spaces for seeds. You might really want to mark it. Seeds are expensive, and the last time I was seed shopping, there was a lot of seeds that were not available. They were not available. It's rocking here. So the rain is coming. The rain is going to be here soon, so I want to get some things in the ground. We officially just jumped into rainy season. Going once, going twice. Any more tomato seeds? It's good to plant your stuff actually in the evening. Actually, I love when I'm talking to my Mayan folks. They're always talking about planting with the moon as opposed to the sun. And I've had several discussions with folks about how when you plant with the sun, you're intrigued, depending on what you're planting, your plants are really tall and really, ouch, ants, tall and fast. However, that's not necessarily a good thing. Not necessarily a good thing, because we want, let's say for our lettuces and our greens, we want them to grow wide and full. right? So we don't always want to just tall. Well, sometimes it's called a very leggy plant, where the stuff will grow tall and skinny, but we don't want the plant like flimsy, long and flimsy, and it's falling over. We want like a nice, stable, hardy stalk, right? A nice base of support for the plants. I think that's all my tomato seeds. Can I get a couple more out of here? Come on, baby. Is that a tomato seed? Let's see. Yes, ma'am. I think that's it. That's all my saved tomatoes. So let's mark and we end it up. So from here to here. There's no more tomatoes. Okay, I got a little leftover corn. I'm not in the mood for no corn. I'll put those over there. Later I'm going to put those in an envelope. I want greens. I'm a greensaholic. I want greens. So I think when I was growing up, I didn't really like greens. Probably also didn't. Well, I did always love collard greens. But I'm a greens gal. So I'm going to want much lettuce. I want the Lola Rosa. I want some of the red lettuces. And let's see, did we make a tag for this already? If we didn't make a tag, where's my marker? Where's my marker? Yeah. Always lose this stuff around here. That's why you have to have an apron on so you don't lose all your stuff. Oh, crap on my scissors. I have an extra marker. Let's try it. Hopefully these bust. Can't never have enough kale. Can't never have enough lettuce. So today is this is organic lettuce mix. What company is this? This is Mountain Valley. They have really good quality seeds. This is the gourmet lettuce mix. So I should have some different varieties in there. So you want to use up all of the spaces here. You don't want to waste any supplies, right? We don't have no money throwing up in the garbage. We don't have money to waste. When I want waste. I have a good amount of seeds, so depending on if you have the bigger cells, maybe sometimes you get 2 in there. So again, I'm using all the different parts of the recycled bleach bottle. And those are my seeds. They're so tiny. But I can see different color lettuce seeds, right? Because this is a gourmet mix. It's a gourmet mix. I probably might be able to even stretch this out. I just hope the journey. I want some lettuce. I want to eat. If you want to eat, you have to plant. You want to eat, you should plant. My neighbor's always building something. Always active. I finally got my hands on some good mangoes because it was looking kind of dry this season, right? Makes you pay attention to the what's going on if you want to eat. It's so many reasons why it's so important to start growing something. Start growing something. So I can just zone out and relax. Yeah. Actually, a lot of times I don't even want to talk. I just want to zone out and listen to the birds. I start hearing different birds out here at different times of the day and different times of the year. They have their own rhythm. chat with y'all about something, y'all. I have so many projects on my plate. How's this for reality TV? Do you find it boring? Is this too boring? Do you need more drama than what the birds are willing to provide? I have to tell you. So let me know, did y'all find gardening boring, or do you find it relaxing? I had an uncle that used to watch golf when I was a little girl, and I was like, I don't get it. I was like, baseball and golf. I was like, ugh, so boring. I was like, how do you carry that big thing? Ugh, all those clubs. And look around. Then later on, here came Tiger Woods, and I was like, wow, my uncle used to play golf. You know, a lot of things you don't appreciate. Well, I wouldn't. It wasn't on my radar of awareness. My uncle was into jazz and golf. So you still got quite a bit of seeds left. I see some ants coming out to play. Everybody got to get something to eat. And I'm looking to be very stringent with these. I'm just make sure I'm putting them in the right place. Hopefully I put them in the right cell. Am I in the right row? I hope I put them in the right row. Sometimes you get confused, that's why. So let's see, I won't be using this again. It's too little. It's not my favorite. Why are you over here? I think I put it in the wrong row. Oh, well, I'm going to have lettuce, tomatoes. See this? No! No, this is going to be lettuce. Well, lettuce and tomatoes go together. They actually can be companion planted next to each other. So, you fail forward. This is a safe place to quote unquote fail, which is really just feedback. So you can see where to adjust and to corrective action. And safe places to fail. Without breaking yourself up in the process. My lettuce. We're in lettuce meditation right now. All these teeny tiny seeds. Oh my gosh, look how tiny that is. Can you see that? How small that is? I always think that the garden is like a place of miracles, man. This is church. Anybody trying to scam you, get in your drawers, your purse, your pocketbook. It's just you and the plants, and it's a reciprocal relationship. To the degree which you nurture and you problem solve, you get back something delicious for your time, your energy. I just wanted to come out and just connect, and hopefully somebody's inspired. If you haven't already started your garden, to start planting something. Mother Nature's going to give you something wherever you are. Usually she's going to give you a treat. She's going to give you something to clean you out and something to eat in every environment. So you may want to keep your eyes peeled for what that's going to look like in your area, in your neck of the woods. Some of these little things seem like they're tedious, but it helps you keep track and not to lose your seeds and not to be wasteful. birds over there talking? Honey, they talking, honey. They got a lot to say about what's going on. I hear y'all. I hear you. I can get some of these in the ground, or get some water on these and put them on my shelf, my little nursery, before the sun goes down. Right? I don't have to water today because today's a rainy day. We're in rainy season. So that saved me a little bit of work. Thank you, Mother Nature. Give me a little break. So that means I switch off to another task. You don't have to water. I can take that energy and that time and put it to another task, because there's always another task to do in the garden. I think it's worth it though. It's a lot of lettuce seeds. You're gonna get lost in time. You might as well get lost in time in the garden. Right? I don't know anything other than my movement practice that makes me feel so just relaxed, like in a very natural way. Drug free. Being in the garden can help you get a better sleep at night. Get some vitamin D on your skin. You finally just get quiet. You can press more of that noise. Yes. So at least finish the row. Okay. I don't want to get confused. This is my lettuce row. Right, from here to here. So that's about 20 lettuces. I'm sure a couple of them got some double seeds. So I had some envelopes. I have a lot of seeds to save. So spend all of that money, conserve your seeds. You don't want them to waste. Save as much as you can, keep them cool and dry. Again, why I like the recycled bleach bottle trick, if I can call it that. See, I don't lose my seeds. I have one right in here. So keep some extra envelopes around to save the seeds so you can mark them and the day that you harvested them. Right? Some of them seeds want to hang behind, but you paid for y'all, so everybody got to go in the envelope. And this is our lettuce. I think we'll attempt to plant one more thing. I'm going to get to it, so these need a home. So I'm going to put this in the shelf area on the other side of my nursery. We're gonna get them some rainwater. So I see that the rainwater, that my plants respond very differently to rainwater than to the water that is coming out of the pipe. Night and day difference. The plants have a growth spurt from rainwater. So I'm gonna fill this here with rainwater. We're gonna give it, oops, ants, why you biting? Give it a nice pump. Oops. And put some more. Oi, this is old, see? It said just, yeah, it made a hole in one of my seed containers. This is what happens if you degrade plastic over time. I'm going to give it a gentle spray. A gentle spray. A gentle spray. Welcome, seedling babies. Welcome. Come get your water. Come get your nutrition so you can sprout nice and lovely. And this is great because, as I was saying earlier, you're not pouring all that heavy water, moving the seeds all around. They can stay put, right? So initially, when they start to bud, then we can use a water bottle. This is a nice option. If you don't have this, just use a little squeeze bottle instead of just drowning and pouring a whole big watering can on top. If you might have another technique. Let me know in the comments if you have another technique for efficient seeding of your trays and for efficient watering of the seedling. I'm just gonna moisten this one up so it's ready for me to receive it. I just put some compost. Took old dirt out of here and mixed it with some compost. I don't want to soak in wet. And just enough water to cover. And now let's go put this on in the nursery. So I bid you adieu. This one is coming in connect. I got so many things to plant. It's constant, but this is the place we want to relax. We don't want to stress ourselves out about planting. This is the place to relate and to release. I don't know if there's anything in this little chat. I can't see it. Oh. Wow, you really inspire me to use what I have and not feel the need to go and buy stuff. Yes, hey, Fallen Skies. Hey, Fallen Skies. See, this chat disappears. Give a blessing, send a positive vibe to you. Yes, your family, Whitney. Hey, greetings from Texas. One of my besties is out in Texas, sending all some warm, positive vibrations. So this is how you're going to get it, honey. Freedom here in the garden. I have other things to do with my time. I like luxuriating, but there's so many hours out in the day, and I'm playing with the bunnies. The bunny just had a procedure done, so they're in heal mode. So I'm really nurturing my bunnies, because bunnies are really delicate animals. Yeah, so Kitty Coo and Magical are our Afro Flower Homestead bunnies. So we're nurturing them. So many projects. Then we made it to the agriculture show, 2 days. We got some new dwarf mango trees, 3. We have Indian Long, number 11, and Julie Mango. So those are the mango trees. Those are dwarfs, so they'll bear fruit quicker, but they will only grow so tall. And let's see what else we have coming. We got a new black pepper tree. I'm so psyched. I'm so excited about that. Black pepper. Black pepper has some vanilla, which is that vanilla and saffron are very, very expensive. Saffron, I think, is the most expensive spice in the world. But yeah, we got a new black pepper plant, so I'm excited to nurture that. I gotta find a good home for her. And what else did we get? I can't even remember, but I was just, I had some footage, so I don't know what happened to my computer. The battery died. I gotta get a new computer battery, which is almost impossible to get here. But when I do, I will upload some footage to share the Agricultural Expo. I did manage to put a little up on Kwasa with the K, Peaceful Eating, on TikTok, and Kwasapeacefull Eating on Facebook on my story. So you can see a little bit of the Agriculture Expo. So excited. Does anybody else get excited about stuff like this? So I'm going to bid you adieu. I hope you have a wonderful rest. Intend for a wonderful rest for yourself this evening, so that your body can go in and relax, your mind can shut down, and can do rest and repair work. Right? So have a peaceful, deep REM sleep. Dream of something sweet. I invite you to be intentional about your thoughts. What do you want to put your imagination to? In contrast to all this fright and fear going on around here. So I'm inviting you to have a great evening, rest of the evening. And I'll see you all soon. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you feel a little more relaxed. Feel free to replay this while you're on your stretch mat, while you're cutting fruits and vegetables, or while you're decluttering. Great use of your time, maximizing your time and energy. See y'all soon.